Liz Cheney says she will, quote, do whatever it takes to keep Donald Trump from the White House, end quote. What does that mean? Welcome to the Everything Else channel here on YouTube. At any point in time, if you like this video, show it a thumbs up. Please subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, and leave a comment down below. Excuse me. So what does that mean? Well, I think it can mean a variety of different things. It could mean that Liz is going to run for president as a Republican. It could mean that she's going to switch to the Democrats. It could mean that she's going to run as an independent, but it may mean that she will just be a spoiler candidate. She may not have any intention of actually winning. We might just take her at her word, and that is to stop Donald Trump from reaching the White House, whatever that may take. So if we have a repeat of 2016, where there's like 12 or 13 candidates, she might be one of those 12 or 13 candidates, only she may never drop out. Remember when it was down to 4, when it was Trump, Cruz, Rubio, and what was the guy from Ohio? Kasich. And remember how he wanted Kasich to drop out? And then he won Ohio and he kind of hung in there a little longer. Rubio hung in there a little longer. Cruz hung in there till almost the end. And then he got behind Trump. What if Cruz hadn't have gotten behind Trump and had forced Trump all the way to the convention, had contested the convention, kind of like Bernie almost did in 2016 with Hillary? What if Liz Cheney does that? And then there's like upheaval at the convention and people are like, well, I don't know if we want to go with Trump again because we might actually lose again. And then they go with her. Or maybe it's another situation, but it's something like that. It's a whole different can of beans when your goal is simply to prevent somebody from getting the nomination, prevent somebody from winning, as it is for you to win. Completely different scenario. So it kind of leaves this question of what is she going to do? What will she do? Is there anything she won't do? And so, when you have her there and then you've got DeSantis from Florida, maybe she's going to help Ron DeSantis. Maybe she's going to be the Ron DeSantis cheerleader. Maybe she's going to bring Ron DeSantis Arizona, New Mexico. Maybe she's going to bring him California. Maybe she's going to spend every waking moment of the day and every moment of the night dreaming of ways to help Ron DeSantis win the Southwest. Maybe she's going to bring those conservative constituents who she's always had in her hip pocket up until the break with Trump. Maybe she's going to bring them to Ron DeSantis. Let's not forget that a lot of the Never Trumpers were part of the same fold that Liz Cheney has always represented. And that is why Trump picked Mike Pence, because Mike is also from that camp. Only thing is, Mike is now running against Trump. Now, Mike's not going to win his neighborhood against Trump, let alone Indiana or the country, but maybe with Liz Cheney in his corner, maybe Liz will help Mike Pence in Indiana, and maybe she'll help Ron DeSantis in the South. And whichever one of those two emerges victorious, maybe she'll help them more. Who knows what she's going to do? Maybe she's going to be a heckler. Maybe she's going to go to all the CPAC meetings. She's going to go to the Heritage Foundation. She's going to go to the John Birch Society, where all the Republicans go, and she's going to serve as a vocal critic of Trump. She's going to point out that he's not a conservative. She's going to point out that he lost in 2020. She's going to point out that he'll probably lose in 2024. She's probably going to point out that he's not conservative enough. Maybe she'll go to the Bible Belt and she'll challenge him on that. Abortion, same-sex marriage, things that are rights, but that to those folks are abominations. Maybe she'll say Donald Trump didn't do enough there. Maybe her goal will be to do whatever it takes to keep him from the White House. That sounds like what she's saying. The question is, what is she going to do? And she's got the left-wing media in her corner. I'm in the left wing, I'm telling you. She's got the left wing in her corner. And she's got conservatives in her corner. And they may not be super vocal because they're scared of Trump. How do you like that? Red meat eating, hunting, flag flying, Second Amendment carrying Americans that are scared of a bureaucrat loudmouth from Manhattan, New York. How do you like that? Well, that's where we're at. They're scared of Trump. But now some people are breaking with Trump, like Chris Christie. Is that just lip service? Are they going to fall in line like Lindsey Graham did some years ago when Donald Trump put his cell phone number out for the world and then 2 months later he was worshiping the Donald? Or like when the Donald insulted Ted Cruz's wife and months later Ted was worshiping Trump? Is Chris Christie's animosity for the Trumpster going to be short-lived until the Trumpster gives him a position in his White House? Who knows? But right now, the big man from New Jersey is mad at the Trumpster. So maybe he'll get a call from Liz and they'll work together to undermine Trump. And maybe they're going to help Mike Pence. Maybe they're going to help Ron DeSantis. Who knows what they're going to do? But I think that we can take Liz at her word. I mean, she's on there saying she's going to do whatever it takes to keep Donald Trump from the White House, including maybe even running for president. So it's one of those things. I mean, I'm going to have me a big gulp, literally. It could be anything. And that's scary. And how does Trump combat somebody that is going into it not wanting to win? Their victory is his defeat. She knows she can't win. I don't think she can win. But as a spoiler candidate, if your goal is to be a spoiler candidate, how do you battle that? Maybe she's going to pull a page from the Ross Perot playbook. Because if it's Biden versus Trump and she runs third-party independent and somehow is able to get herself on those debates, she's going to get more than the libertarians, which is like 3%. That's still, if she gets 3%, 90% of that 3% is going to come from the right. Biden will win again. But she'll get more than 3%. She might get 5%. Ross Perot, he got 19% and change. Liz Cheney can get more than 3%. If Liz Cheney gets 5%, let's say she starts a party and she gets 5 or 6%, now she's going to have campaign monies for the next term, for the next run. So, but aside from that, but if she got 5%, 6%, that may not seem like much. That would destroy Donald Trump's candidacy. Done. Biden wouldn't even have to campaign. If she took 5% off of Trump off the top, done. Done. Like over. Finito. Goodbye. Back to Mar-a-Lago. You're over. You're history. You're toast. You're done. You're just done. Done.